Today, we are going to be doing an Avatar The Last Airbender bending tier list. I've been a fan of Avatar for as long as I can remember. Any chance I get to speak about it in conversations about cartoons or anime, I'm there. Now, why would you believe a streamer like me, someone who you don't even know, do you have a Zuko wood carving of him doing the dragon dance? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's right. I got 5 tiers listed, starting from super rare all the way to Dookie. My middle ground is going to be the balanced. And yeah, let's get into it. First and foremost, the basic bendings, like just fire bending, air bending, where's earth bending? Earth bending, and water bending. Those for me, I feel like are balanced, right? They're right in the middle, perfect, nothing wrong with them. I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like swamp bending is not horrible, it's not dookie, it's kind of a casual flex. Like in what scenarios are you just gonna move around vines? It's the only place you can use it is in a swamp. You feel me? So for that reason, swamp bending isn't that good. It's just a casual flex. I might get some heat for this one. Astral projection, also for the same reasoning as the swamp bending, can only be used in certain conditions. If you wanna get somewhere not physically, cool. We saw her use astral projection in the Legend of Korra series, but all she really did with it was communicate with people. You can interact with spirits, but combustion bunion I think is super rare. Ah, goaded. In reality, I've only ever seen 2 people in the entirety of the show series have combustion bending, and they've both been beat out with relative ease from everyone. When combustion men have combustion bending, it was nice, it was a cool flex, but they beat him by just stunting the whole. That's his one point of strength, but also his one point of weakness. So combustion bending is goaded, super powerful, super strong, but I feel like with the skilled bender, they can definitely be considered. Let's do metal bending because we were introduced to that pretty close. I think metal bending is a super rare ability. That shit right there, top tier. Top invented the shit on her own. Completely blew the mind of all those Fire Nation soldiers. Couldn't, like, metal bend wasn't even a thing. She just invented that, pulled it out of her ass. They're floating in the sky, and all of a sudden, this little girl in a metal tank suit pulls up and whoops their ass. And then she goes on to make a whole academy of metal benders. Shit's crazy. Super rare metal bending. It's crack nasty. Another one that we were introduced to early on, lightning bending. I feel like it's goaded. It's goaded, not super rare because it's very situational. Like when it came down to the Industrial Revolution in Avatar, cool. They were able to use it for the factories and stuff. But otherwise, when were you using, you know, lightning bending? Is it good? Yes. Does it have a lot of uses? Not really. Would that make it casual flex? I might have to put lightning bending at casual flex. It only has particular situational uses. You're not always using lightning bending. You're not always using astral projection. You can only swamp bend in a swamp. I think lightning bending is going in casual flex. Wait, this is redirection. I don't know, because lightning bending was peak fire bending. It is peak fire bending, but now look how common this shit is. How about lightning redirection can be a casual flex, but lightning bending itself can be goaded. Other way around, the lightning bending regular goes into casual flex, but the redirection is goaded. Because you need absolute skill, absolute finesse. The redirection is an 8 out of 10 murder. That's the Uno reverse card. Yeah, I can fuck with that. Alright, lightning redirection is the Uno reverse card. Risk your life. If you fuck it up, you die. So that's goaded. That's gotta have some respect to its name. But regular lightning bending just became normal. It became an everyday thing after Legend of Korra. Let's talk about flight. Flight, super fucking rare. Zahir, he's the second person in Avatar canonically to be spoken about to have flight. But as of now, Zahir is the only one known to fly. And you have to do so by releasing all of your earthly possessions, all of your earthly connections. This has a lot of requirements to get to it. No one else has seen this shit in the world of Avatar up until Zahir did it. So, absolutely super rare ability right there. Bloodbending, bloodbending, super rare ability right there. The only other people to ever have bloodbending, Katara, this old lady here, the twin brothers who were bloodbenders, and then their father. This is the only lineage of bloodbenders. There's 5 bloodbenders in the history of Avatar. That's kind of crazy. Super rare ability. Extremely dangerous, extremely powerful. Shutting down whole courtrooms of people and even bringing the Avatar himself to his knees. You cannot deny that blood bending is a crazy ability. We got energy or bending removal. Bending removal, super rare ability right there. Avatar Aang flexing that on us, learning that from the Lion Turtles. Can't lie. Super rare. The fact that he was able to not once but twice stop a person who was about on the brink of destroying the world from doing so just by removing their bending. And the fact that he had to learn it from a lion turtle, like this ancient creature that inspired and brought bending to the world in the first place. This man is a goat. Seismic sense. It's goated. It has one weakness, and the one weakness is things that aren't connected to the ground. Like this shit is busted beyond belief. Like there's no real weakness to metal bending, right? If it has elements of earth in it, it can be bended. There's no real weakness to flight. There's no real weakness to blood bending. The one weakness it had was it had to be during a full moon, but then the next generation of bloodbenders just completely removed that from the picture. Bending removal or energy control bending removal has no weakness. Seismic sense has a weakness, and that weakness is if it's not connected to the ground, it can't be sensed. But yeah, that's why I think it's goated and not super rare because it has a weakness. Waterbending healing, goated ability. Now I forgot the exact parameters on how the healing works. Like, is it take away from the energy of the person? I don't know. I just know it's more so the way it heals is by moving the water and energy throughout the body to help the energy flow to the chi points to enable healing. So it's not like a cure all. That shit won't fix everything. And on an energy level, pretty cool. But for end all be all healing, it's alright. You can't fight and heal at the same time. Very true. You need to focus your energy on one or the other. It's not like a crutch, you know? There's no plot armor with this healing ability. And then lava bending, last but not least, by far the most, like, I feel, dangerous ability in Avatar, The Last Airbender. You can literally shift the ground underneath people. The fact that you are making molten rock and lava appear from thin air, like, this shit is new. It's new on the face. No one knows how to deal with it yet. It's just entering into the Avatar world. Alright, so on that note, there are no dookie bending elements, and honestly, who can argue that? Avatar is just a goated system. The bending system is just top tier. Where's the boomerang at? LMAO. Boomerang S tier, bro. Wait, hold on. How do I add one in? Boomerang Avatar. I think Sokka should just get his own category. He can be the backbender. So, special edition. Matter of fact, we're gonna remove Dookie. This is the most OP ability. Most overpowered in the series. What's the strongest ability in all of Avatar? Sokka's ability to bag the shotties. He's a master backbender, and I will not be argued with on this. Alright, but yeah, final rankings of everything. This is it. We've got the super rare, the top of the top abilities in Avatar. It's metal bending, Zahir's flight, blood bending, Aang's elemental removal, and then lava bending. For the goated, these aren't the best of the best, but they're pretty fucking good. Is combustion bending, lightning redirection, seismic sense, and healing. We got the balanced abilities, just the baseline of it all. It's the four main elements: fire, earth, water, air. Casual flexes have only particular conditions and use cases: astral projection, swamp bending, and lightning itself. And then OP, I know it's at the bottom, but we all know it's number one. It's Sokka's ability to backbend. Alright, cool. That's a YouTube vid right there.